ΔAMINH SAVIO, Part 1. Savio was born in April 2, 1842 at Chieri, Torino. His father was Mr. Carlo, a blacksmith. His mother was Mrs. Brigida, a sewer. Savio was the second among 12 in his family. His older brother died very young, so Savio became the oldest son among his brothers and sisters. Savio lived in a very pious family. His parents had a very good education upon their children, and they taught their children always living under the presence of God. Early from the childhood, Savio was taught to learn by heart many popular prayers of the Christians. Savio's heart was soon easy to be open like a good piece of land. He was very happy to receive good teachings from his parents about God and his love. Savio knew to call God as his Father, and he continuously repeated this title in his daily simple prayers. Savio had experiences about God's love through his terrestrial father, a very good man always looking for his children in the family. Savio often welcomed his father with his heartfelt hugging every day when he came back home from his work. Savio's mother said that the boy never made her sad. His father used to call him, "my dear little angel." When Savio was 5 years old, he was permitted by Fr. Duca, his parish priest, to learn to serve the Mass as an altar boy. He was very happy with this work and always loyal with his duty. He was always on time. If he came early, he always kneeled down in silence before the chapel to pray even when the door was still closed. He also did this even during the cold winter. Learning from the parents, Savio knew how to be grateful to God for the food God granted abundantly every day. One day, there was a friend of his father coming to their home. He was invited to take dinner, but he didn't make the sign of cross and didn't pray before eating. Savio was very sad and left alone into the corner of the house. When his father asked him the reason, Savio replied that he did not want to be in the same eating table with the one who did not pray before eating. The first Holy Communion was an important event in Savio's life. He did much effort to prepare well with something concrete to do. What did he do? Savio came to his mother and said, "Mommy, please forgive all mistakes I did. I promise that from now on, I will be better, more docile, more obedient, and more diligent in my studies." Savio received Holy Communion the first time when he was 7. This was an exceptional case because, at that time, the children must be at least 12 to receive this sacrament. From very young, Savio often showed himself as an intelligent boy. So the parish priest gave an extraordinary permission, and this was a right decision. In 1848, Savio received the first Holy Communion. In this important event, Savio made these decisions. I will frequently receive the sacrament of penitence and Holy Communion. I want to sanctify the feast days. My friends are Jesus in the Holy Sacrament and Holy Mary. It will be better for me to die than to commit sins. ΔAMINH SAVIO was always loyal in these decisions. When Savio was 10 years old, he began to leave the school in his village and went to study at Castelnuovo. Every day, he had to walk 15 kilometers to go to school. One day, he was asked, "You are not afraid when walking alone in this road?" Savio replied, "Oh, no, I'm not afraid because the guardian angel always walk with me in all the ways." Savio had many friends, both good and not good. However, he was loved by all. But when a friend invited him to join dangerous games, especially without the permission from his parents, he always refused. So he could escape from the temptations of bad friends. Savio's friends of the teenagers often had the initiatives that may cause troublesome for others. One day during the winter, when the teacher did not arrive yet, some bad friends took the cold snow and put in the heater of the class. When the teacher came, he was angry and asked, "Who do this?" The silent climate covered the whole class. Finally, some friends replied, "Savio." Savio said nothing and was silently ready to receive the punishment from the teacher. Later, the teacher knew everything and asked Savio, "Why you don't propose when being false accused?" Savio replied, "Some of my friends did ever commit this kind of sin." If they are found to commit once again, they will easy to be punished and cannot continue to go to school. If I confess, I will be able to be forgiven because this is the first time. I also think about Jesus. He also was ever false accused. Such a good boy needs a way to promote himself. So, his teacher talked with Don Bosco about Savio and introduced him to Don Bosco. Later, when Don Bosco together with his students went to Becai, a village of Castelnuovo, Savio's father led him to meet Don Bosco as arranged. Savio introduced himself. I am Dominic Savio, the boy that my teacher ever talked with you about. I really eagerly wanted to go to Torino to study and become a priest in the future. Don Bosco wanted to test about the talent of this boy. He gave Savio a page and test his memory. In only 5 minutes, Savio turned to Don Bosco and read fluently the 28-line page. After that, Don Bosco was happy and immediately received this intelligent student. In October 29, 1854, Savio gave a warm hugging to his parents and said goodbye to them to go to Torino with a small bag of necessary items. They passed by noisy streets and went directly to Valdocco Oratory. This is the school and the dormitory of Don Bosco for the poor boys.